Thank you for staying with us for our extended coverage this morning of Tropical Storm Debby. The storm now turning deadly in North Carolina. Officials in Wilson County say a man was found dead inside of this home on Wiggins Mill Road. That home hit by what we believe was a tornado this morning. There was an active warning in that area at the time. Right now, there are 129,000 power outages all across North Carolina. If you are out driving and you do come across an intersection without working power lights, as Raleigh police say they are seeing some of those around Raleigh, you should treat that intersection as a four-way stop. We are also on the way now to meet up with Governor Roy Cooper, who is in Kinston. He's set to meet with National Guard Swiftwater rescue teams. So we do expect an update from the governor coming up sometime this morning. Right now, we want to go over to Jamise Price. She has been on the scene there all morning long in Wilson as just assessing the damage and as those search teams moved in. This was not the outcome that anyone was hoping for, Jamise.
Amber, it is not. We have been out here all morning and talking to this man's friends, hoping that he would be found alive. And unfortunately, that is not the case. We got confirmation not too long ago from Wilson County that the search and rescue team on the ground discovered the body of the missing person, the person believed to be inside this home. So that is the latest. We have one fatality that can be confirmed associated with those early morning storms here in Wilson County in the town of Lucoma. I want to take you in a little bit closer to show you some of the video we were able to capture when we first arrived, along with those search and rescue teams on the ground, and what we learned about this process and trying to locate this man. They brought in 3 search and rescue teams, also a K9 that really went around the perimeter of the home where they found one indication. Then they made their way inside the home where they found a second indication, and that's when they began to really try and locate this missing man inside the home, and they were able to. And again, not the ending anyone wanted in all of this. So we do know this is, at this time, this is the only confirmed fatality that we do know about here in Wilson County. So this area, they had the search and rescue on Lloyd Road in Lucoma, and not too far from where we are, there were other damaged homes with major structural damage. And we also know about the middle school that faced some major damage as well. But back here live on Lloyd Road, you have this home where where it has been confirmed that one man was found dead inside. Amber.
Just really a heartbreaking scene there out of Wilson County. Jamise, I know that earlier when we checked in with you that crews, they were worried about the structure itself, because as you can see straight behind Jamise, it completely leveled, and just trying to even try to search through that rubble is very challenging for those rescue crews. I know that they had a K9 assisting, and you had a really emotional interview with one of the neighbors there earlier. This is a tight-knit community, correct? So this is definitely going to impact that whole community.
Right, Amber, and I can tell you that those neighbors were here on the ground. They did their own initial search. They went all around the home just yelling this person's name, calling his name out, hoping that he would respond, and that was not the case. So it was very heartbreaking to watch those friends really search for their neighbor. I was told by Norman, who lives in this community, that they're very close-knit. They care about each other. He pointed out another home on this street where his pastor lives. So everyone came and really tried to rally together and find their friend, their neighbor. But unfortunately, they are getting this horrible news this morning, Amber.
It is horrible news. And those rescue crews were on the scene very quickly. Were they staged nearby? Do you know, Jamise?
Yeah, so the search and rescue team, the Tennessee Task Force 1, they came in from Memphis on Sunday, and they were staged in the Fayetteville area, maybe not too far from Lumberton. So they came in on Sunday prepared. They're part of the federal response team. So they go out and when they need search and rescue, like we're seeing behind us here, one of those intense moments to finding people inside. So that's what they're here for, and they got the job done, but again, not the news anyone wanted.
Definitely wasn't. Our prayers go out to the family, as that is the first confirmed death in Wilson County as Tropical Storm Debby makes her way across North Carolina. I know that you're going to continue gathering information there and talking to those rescue teams. Jamise, appreciate your reporting there from Wilson County. We'll check back in. We want to head over to Fayetteville now. That's where we find Elena Athens this morning. She is right in the downtown area of Fayetteville, where I understand there's some flooding there near Festival Park. Elena?
Yeah, we're starting to see, Amber, some extensive flooding. We are right near Festival Park. Let me give you a live look right now. This is Ray Avenue. You can see that water. It's really moving here. The street has been blocked in either direction. Cross Creek is not far from where we are, so that waterway certainly has swelled, spilling over into the roadway. It does look pretty deep in parts, and I think if I can see on the other side of Ray Avenue, it looks like there perhaps are some public works workers, employees on the other side. They did put up barriers on either end of this roadway here along Ray Avenue. We've seen some people come out, take pictures, stop, take a moment, look in awe on just how far this flooding does go, because it really does stretch all the way around to some buildings on the other side. Again, not far from the downtown area. But this is one area that we've seen some flooding here as we have been traversing around Fayetteville. We've also been rolling through residential communities. We have seen some trees down in some residential spots, one spot being Zircon Road, which is right off of MacArthur Boulevard. There were a few trees that had toppled onto the roadway, blocking traffic on either end for folks who live in those communities. Public Works has been out in those spots. They are assessing the damage there, so they are working to remove those trees. But here where we are, again, just some expansive flooding that we're starting to see as the rain again is starting to pick up here in the Fayetteville area. Amber.
All right, yeah, starting to see some flooding there around Festival Park. Elena Athens is going to continue monitoring conditions around Fayetteville for us, and we will be checking back in throughout the morning. Elena, thank you. Want to check in now with our Cindy Bay. She has been monitoring conditions really all around the area. I know that you're kind of on the move, Cindy, so you'll have to give us an update as to where you are at this time.
Hey Amber, yeah, it's been a journey just following from one down power line to the next, and we're still here in the neighborhood in Zebulon on Holiday Avenue, where the tree experts are here finally, as this large tree has been down for at least 5 hours at this point. Now this neighborhood has been without power for 5 hours, and so we talked to a woman who lives behind that tree who was just saying how she's been coping with this power outage so far.
We had coffee this morning, and then so we're just eating whatever we have for leftovers right now and keeping the air conditioner off and coming outside a lot.
So as you saw earlier, there was a snapped power line, and so this tree, it has also blocked people from being able to drive through this neighborhood. So a lot of the neighbors we talked to are just staying put in their homes, waiting for the crews to respond, which we're finally starting to see some traction here. Back to you, Amber.
That is a sound that we get very used to after these sort of systems move through North Carolina, the sound of trees being cut down so they can be removed from streets, as we're seeing there in Zebulon. Cindy, thank you for that update. Let's head a little west now to Anthony Wilson, who is following conditions in Chapel Hill at this hour. How's it looking where you are, Anthony?
Well, it's looking very, well, it's not unusual for this area. This is Camelot Village where we are in Chapel Hill. And what looks like lakefront property, that's actually part of Boylan Creek, which is overflowed and is running very fast. Let me show you some video that we shot here. Photojournalist Jeremy Baker has sent that into the station. And you see how fast and how hard that water is running, swollen by the heavy rain, which of course comes and goes today. And what we're looking at also is some portions of the parking lot of this apartment complex, this apartment village. Some of the people's cars are not exactly underwater, but close to it. The point is, they've seen this before, they don't like it, but they're here and trying to deal with it. And some people are worried that some of this water that you're looking at now will creep into their apartments. Now, they do have some sandbags at some points of the bank alongside this creek. We spoke to a woman a little while ago who's from New Orleans, where of course it does flood from time to time with the hurricane, and she's worried about her place as well. She didn't speak on camera, but she said that she is worried about having the water come inside her home. She just moved here recently, as a matter of fact. I guess she thought she was getting a better place than New Orleans, but yeah, there you are. Back live now, taking another look at this portion of the creek, which the actual creek is quite a distance from where we are. It's flowed across the property here, and it'll eventually subside, the people here hope, but this is what they're dealing with as the rain continues to fall. It is a gentle rain now, but of course, if it's coming down any harder, the creek will continue to rise. People will still be faced with this mess we've been showing you here this morning, Amber.
As you said, not a lakefront property that they signed up for when they purchased that. So dealing with some flooding there in Chapel Hill. Anthony Wilson is keeping an eye on conditions in Orange County for us as our live team coverage continues here. Tropical Storm Debby making her way, impacting North Carolina